Hey there, it's your boy Foxy, back for more relationship stories.
My wife cheated on me. I need some perspective, plus updates. Original post. I'll try to keep this as short as possible and keep out details that aren't needed. By pure accident, I was signed into my wife's Google account. Went to check a text from my cousin, but it was her account instead. I found and read every text regarding the whole thing from the very beginning. It started in early November. She posted an ad on Craigslist to have no strings attached meetups. I had a planned business trip in December and she was planning this all to happen then, while I was out of town. She posted 2 different ads. The first one was to have fun with a couple/3 something. That never happened. The second ad summarized, written as it was, you would come into the house, it would be dark, you would go into the bedroom and have your way with me. I want to be mistreated, used, and left satisfied. I want it rough, slight choking, slapping my behind, etc. Confirmed 2 different men did my wife. I know she went down on them as well. She sent and received many private pictures with many other men and women. In some of the texts, she says this would be an ongoing thing as I usually leave for a few days every month or every other month. This was the first time. We have only been married a little over a year. We dated 3 years before getting married. She explains to some of the men that she has only had boring intimacy with me for the last 4 years. After I found out and recorded everything, saved web pages, screenshots, took notes, etc. I took a shower because I felt dirty and disgusted. I then confronted her about it. She did not deny anything, says she still loves me and that we can work it out. She's willing to sacrifice anything to make it work. But I just packed up my stuff and left. Right now I'm living at my dad's. My gut instinct is to get my own place, wait a few weeks to clear my head, and then file for divorce. I'm disgusted by the whole thing. All I can think about are the details in some of the texts. My imagination is getting to me. My parents are the only ones who know as of right now. My mom agrees with me and thinks I should just leave. My dad, having experienced being cheated on as well, is telling me to wait a bit, clear my head, talk to her, and see what happens then. Guys, I need some perspective from you. I need advice from people who don't know me. Please tell me what you honestly think. I'm 30 and I feel like my life is freaking crushed. All of the plans we had, house, kids, career, I feel like that has all been taken away from me. Now for the top advice before reading the updates. Emotional stuff. This is going to be awful for a while. The first time you get cheated on by someone you really love, especially when you feel blindsided by it, is positively earth-shattering. It's going to take a while to get over this, but I promise you will come out the other side. While this experience will change you, your experience of it will change over time as well. It takes time, and it takes the support of people you trust. Cold hard facts. 1. This was deliberate. It was planned. It was not a one-time drunken mistake that happened while you were away. When her plan first failed, she didn't miss a beat and tried again. This represents a clear, selfish desire on her part to have the flings she wants to have, while keeping the emotional security and financial support that you provide. You and your wife have diametrically opposed ideas of what love and respect are. She probably did love you at some point, and she still may in her own really messed up way, I have no idea. But you two absolutely do not share the same idea of what that love is, and a marriage can't work that way. 2. You are married, not just cohabitating. Keep the record you have of everything that happened. If you get divorced, this will be important. 3. If your wife was unhappy with your intimate life, it is her responsibility to communicate to you what she wants. She did not do this. I don't know you, and I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm sure you do it just fine. Your wife would have been bored doing it with an Italian bedroom god, and would have cheated on him with some Craigslist meetup. I can tell that these intimate details are really getting to you, and believe me, I know it hurts, but at the end of the day, she's the one who failed to give herself what she wanted, not you. Your wife screwed this up, not you. 4. You can still have the plans you want. You can still have a house, kids, a career, and a marriage. It just may be with someone else. You are still young, and when you realize that you can survive this, you'll realize just how great a guy your wife missed out on. You are not a screw-up for having tried to work towards your dreams and have them not realized. You are a braver person than your wife. 5. Your wife may never really appreciate just how badly she hurt you. She may not understand it. She may not even care. She may beg your forgiveness. Even if she ends up a broken person living on the street because of this, there is nothing in the way that she feels that will eventually determine how you end up feeling. You will be rightfully angry over all this, maybe for a long time, but it does go away. It does get replaced with something better. 6. Find some real friends you can talk to about this. You will need them. There are just some things you can't really talk to your parents about, no matter who you are. If the internet helps you right now, that's okay, but you will need someone in person to talk to about this, or you will not heal. 7. If you decide to work things out, and I admit, that seems almost impossible with these set of facts. Remember, number 1. You are not to blame here. If you try to work things out, see a professional. Don't try to work things out if you're the one that's coming up with the idea. If she doesn't want to try, you're just going to waste your time, your money, and your sanity. Do not agree to any plan one way or the other for the first couple of weeks. You need time to clear your head, but don't keep this bottled up inside. Tell her to get the heck out and stay somewhere else while you get past the initial hurt. This was the first time. This was not the first time. Your wife did it with multiple people on separate occasions. She was exchanging intimate pictures with strangers. None of this with your knowledge or your consent, tacit or explicit. By definition, her behavior didn't just start and stop at one incident. Your wife may not have cheated on you before all this happened, but the seeds of the behavior that led her to do this have been present for a long time, and I will bet that she had issues with infidelity in prior relationships. It's not your fault for seeing it. Most people don't see this until it's already happened. Good luck, dude. All this, and I know from experience. Last year I divorced my wife of 13 years after finding pretty much the exact same things. Only difference being I'm 47 and we have 2 kids, 5 and 8. I divorced her, took the house and kid, and she's now renting a crap hole and still thinks she did nothing wrong. Her words. Damn, dude, sorry about that. Hopefully someday she'll grow the heck up. Good luck to you and the kids. Glad you kept everything. Edit. I'd like to thank you all for the advice and the comments. It is helping me a lot. I'm going to a doctor today to get a full STD test. She is making it hard for me though. I do love her, more than anything. At least I did. I'm just so sad, hurt, and angry, but she really wants to work it out. Sorry, I'm not looking for pity. I need and appreciate your perspectives. Edit 2. I'd just like to thank everyone again. It has been 24 hours now since I made this post and I feel a lot better about my decisions. I'm still reading all of the comments and I appreciate all of the PM people have sent. I feel so hurt, empty, and angry right now. I miss my dogs, and I'm trying to see if I can afford to get an apartment this weekend so I can get them back. Right now, I'm removing my name from all of our accounts. I'm separating everything I can from her. Thank you again for all of your advice and perspectives. It has made things easier for me. I'll post another update soon. Now for the first full update. First, I want to thank everyone for their advice, comments, and everything else. Second, I need to explain something to everyone. You always read how people find out about their spouse or girlfriend/boyfriend cheating, and the immediate Reddit hive mind is to lawyer up, hit the gym, and so on. But you need to know it is not as easy as that. This is the person I've loved for a good chunk of my life. The love I have for that person doesn't just immediately go away. I will say my love changed on a certain level that I can't explain. With that said, it has been 6 days since I found out. I've talked to her multiple times and we've talked through text and through email and also in person. It is very hard to throw away your entire life that you've built with someone, to throw away all of the lifelong plans you had together, career, house, kids, and so on. Also, I can tell she actually regrets it, and I know she is sorry. But I can never trust her again. I will always wonder whenever she gets a text or whenever I leave out of town for a few days, if she'll be screwing some random guy again. I just cannot live with that for the rest of my life. I deserve better. What I've done. Found my own apartment. I move in tomorrow and get my dogs back. Sold my car. I'm very sad about this, but I can't afford to keep my science payment. So things are starting to look up. I don't want anything we bought together or anything to remind me of her. I'm basically moving into an empty apartment with only a couch I got for free from my work and my computer desk and chair. I'll just slowly start buying things, which now I can afford without my car payment. She cries when we talk and it makes me sad. I'm sad for our broken relationship and I'm also sad for her because I feel like she really does regret it all. This has been the most difficult thing I have ever had to deal with. I feel like I have 2 paths in front of me that will affect my life forever. On one path, I can take her back, give her a second chance. That will then fork into either her doing it again and me regretting the decision, or it will fork into us having a great marriage forever. The other path is me moving on with my life and not looking back. It is hard to know what decision is the right one. I wish I could see myself 20 years from now and be able to tell. If I knew without a doubt that she would never hurt me again, and that our marriage would work, I think I would do it. So there you have it. Thanks again for all of your support, Reddit. Me typing all of this out and getting it off my chest is some sort of therapy, and it makes me feel better. I'm not looking for pity or anything, just telling a friend about life. Now for more advice before the final update. You guys were only married for a year before she decided to cheat on you. Not a drunken accident cheat, but deliberately set out to cheat on you. Move on, it's what's best. It really is what's best. It will take a while, but after you start to rebuild your life, you'll start to become interested in dating again. You may have trouble putting trust in another woman, but it will be a lot easier than trying to repair what your wife did to your relationship. I've been through this myself. If your situation is anything like mine, you'll be happier too. It really gives you some perspective on life. I'm rooting for you, friend. She is obviously only upset because you found out. If she had gotten away with it, there would be no remorse. This is something my dad would always say whenever he caught me sneaking back in the house or playing Mortal Kombat with blood on high. I vehemently told him I was truly sorry. Turns out, he was right. She lost her chance for forgiveness when she decided that it was a good idea to do multiple guys behind your back while married to you. Bored in the bedroom, act like a human being and talk about it. This isn't high school or college. You want to take the easy way out. You accept the fact that if you get caught, you forfeit the trust in the relationship. Looking forward, I do have some advice. Having been in your shoes, do not, under any circumstances, let your lack of trust in this woman project forward onto any women you meet in the future. It's hard to leave the past in the past and realize that not all women are going to betray your trust. But you have to approach the next woman as if she had nothing to do with this, because she didn't. It took me a long time to learn that, and as such took me a long time to get back into a relationship, much longer than I would have liked. Also, scotch, cigars and friends. Also billiards, but that's a matter of taste. You know who else turned their life around after his significant other cheated on him with a lot of cigars and scotch? Barney Stinson. She regrets getting caught and missing out on all the things you provided for her. It's not like in this situation things went a little too far with a male friend. She was posting ads on Craigslist. Yeah, she had to post the ads then wait for replies, so it's not like she didn't have time to think about what she was doing. That shows a complete disregard for OP and their relationship, and the fact that she did it a second time makes it that much worse. Edit. I just wanted to thank everyone again for your responses. I received tons of PMs that I am still reading, but I promise to read every comment and PM, although I don't think I'll have enough time to respond to them all. One thing I've learned from all the PMs I've read is that I am not alone, and cheating seems to be very common. The situations all differ, but it seems the emotional damage is almost always the same. Thank you for sharing your personal stories with me. They really do help. Right now, I'm just taking it day by day, and I hope my real-life karma turns around soon. Now for the final update. It has been about 3 months since my last update. This will be my final update, but I'll still check the inbox. I can't believe how many messages I received, and I thank you all for them. I'll get right to it. We are getting divorced. It was a very hard decision, and it took me 2 months to really figure it all out. But in the end, I know it is the best thing for me to do. I saw her a few times, but my feelings and love for her has drastically changed. I still love her, but I'm not in love with her anymore. I finally told her this about a week ago. She suspected this was going to be the result, so it wasn't a huge deal. It was weird. I had some gut feeling to check Craigslist, and I see an ad posted by her. It wasn't a no-strings-attached ad, just a regular dating ad. This was before we had talked about divorce, and it just jarred me. I told her I wanted a divorce the next day. We're both sad. I'm very sad. I don't think I'm really depressed, but I can't stop thinking about what we could have had. I had so many dreams in life planned out, and now I've got to start all over. But things are looking good, and I'm being as positive as I can. I've reconnected with friends from years ago that my now ex-wife stopped me from seeing, and it is making things much easier. Besides being sad, I feel good about life, and looking forward to being with someone else again in the future. My issue, which I'll probably have for the rest of my life, will be trust. I never would have imagined my ex-wife cheating on me, and I can't help but think I'll be suspicious and cautious now. I still hope to have kids one day and have a happy life. I just hope my trust issue won't prevent that. I don't really know what else to say in this post. I wish I had some words of wisdom or something meaningful to share. Hopefully this is closure for anyone who read my other posts. It is closure for me. Once the divorce is final, I'll never speak to her again. Thanks again for your support, guys. I really appreciate all the comments and messages. I went through the same thing. My ex-wife did something pretty messed up though. She was doing some do while I was on deployment. I did not realize it until my neighbor told me she had seen some guy staying overnight constantly. I confronted her about it and she confessed, so I forgave her. Big mistake. My next deployment, I got a Dear John letter. So, I get back and find the divorce papers. Well, she wanted to get alimony out of me. Except she didn't realize that in the state of Florida, you need to have kids or have been married at least 10 years to get alimony. So naturally, I fought the divorce down to a quick, no money for anyone divorce. Needless to say, she was angry. My good buddy told me she was planning on using the money I would have given her for a wedding in some chapel in Jax. So, she was angry. Anyways, after the divorce was finalized, I found out she got married 10 days later to that same guy. Here's the funny part though. Because she didn't get any money from me, she didn't get her dream wedding she wanted me to pay for, and now, her dip-dirt husband is stuck in Korea thanks to the army for a year, plus she's flat broke, living in a crappy trailer home. Karma's a witch, ain't it? She even had the nerve to ask me to loan her some money for food. Needless to say, I declined, but as a sign of goodwill, sent her a box of creamed corn. She hates creamed corn. Victory achieved. Long story short, your divorce, as tough as it is for the best. You'll be depressed for a bit. Hell, I was. But my divorce was in December. It's now May, and I feel pretty damn good. Just keep your chin up and talk to your family if you need to. Trust me. Who the heck knew that creamed corn would be the dish best served cold? Excellent. Damn dude, sounds like a classic uniform chaser. I know it's tough to see in the thick of it, but looking back, were there any obvious signs she was like that before you first deployed? None at all. She was apparently really good at hiding her true nature. Either that, or I was just too naive to notice any signs. I can tell you're making the right decision just by this sentence. I've reconnected with friends from years ago that my ex-wife stopped me from seeing. The Craigslist ad did it for me. His situation was worse than he's making it out to be. It was over no matter what. Gah, I used to love Craigslist for the cool things people get rid of. Once I discovered that my spouse had been soliciting himself on there, I could never enjoy browsing the sales section again. It beyond sucks.